Hey everyone, how you doing? Grumpy Gaming Dad here. Welcome back, next episode of the Dalton Elliot Highway winter version. There's a lovely truck parked up just outside the way station. We had to stop for a mandatory weigh-in. Yeah, shame, but it was a good opportunity for us to pull over, have a rest, get a cuppa, and end the first episode. So what we've done so far is we've gone from our home base down here in Fairbanks. We tried picking up a load from possibly the Alaska Railroad, I've forgotten, but we got there a bit late. Instead we went over to the Home Depot, grabbed 2 forklift trucks, which we are having to bring up all the way to Livengood Camp up here. We made 10 or 11 miles on the first episode. Got up to Fox, like I said, had to hit the weighbridge, and now we're going to carry on and we're going to make our way possibly to pump station 7. We'll see how it goes. Total trip distance still is an hour 56, 74 miles. Yeah, that's going to be slightly more than halfway, isn't it? But we'll have to just get driving, see where the road takes us. Truck's been running, so it's still nice and warm. Oil temp, water temp, good. Outside the temp is -12 still. So it's a cold day. Not as cold as it can be, not as cold as it's probably going to be, but go and join the road. Yeah, I'll be able to get out before you. Got a fairly powerful truck, 600 plus horsepower, King of the Hill engine, 18 speed eating full up, with a good spread of ratios and a nice low diff for the hills. I've got 2 driven rear axles on this Pete. And I'm fairly optimistic we should be okay. But I said that last time when I did the summer map, and that didn't go so well. We had to make a stop for upgrades to the truck. So we're going to mosey along. We're going to try and do as much distance as we can. Going to keep the episodes a half-hour-ish if possible. And the road is all new to me now. I mean, I've driven this once before, many months ago, about 9 months ago. I did the summer version, but this is new, effectively, especially being snowy and icy. I've got traffic offences turned off, and my reason for that being that when you're approaching some of these big hills, it's nice to get a bit of speed up if you can. I mean, some of them you do need to crawl up from the bottom. I think, what's the rule? Start in the gear you need to finish, or something like that. So if you're going to be crawling along in too low by the top, then start off in it. But frankly, I like to have a little bit of a push, see how much we can get going. Downside with that is if you mess up a gear change on the way up, you're pretty stuck. So traffic offences are off, fatigue's off. Come on, down we go. I get these odd little micro stutters every now and then. Most of the time it's 60 FPS, which is stunning for a custom map, especially with so much in it. I mean, I know there's not a huge amount of roads, but okay. I'll have to go back on the replay and check out that road sign, or that advert. chosen to run this in daytime because frankly the roads are hard enough to see as it is. If you restrict yourself to doing a nighttime drive, that's pretty nasty. So the truck's configured with a Neaton Fuller 18 speed. I'm using the SKRS shifter from SCIO Technology, which is the real truck Eaton Fuller gear stick, which they stripped out the hydraulic switches and replaced them with magnetic ones. Stuck a little USB board in there and made the gear stick computer compatible, which is a fantastic idea. I talked on stream with some of the viewers a year or years ago about being able to do that and how good that would be, and then these guys came out and did it, and it's fantastic bit of kit. Just bolts onto my G27 gear stick. Now here's a question. I've got a fairly powerful truck. At what point do I decide to be daring and maybe try and overtake? Do I want to risk it overtaking a truck full of flammable liquid? Probably not. But this guy is going to be happy sticking to a slightly slower top speed than me. Which is a shame, but and we're catching up with two other trucks as well by the look of it. Come up to Hilltop, I'm good for fuel. Again, it's all realistic. Hilltop discovered. So when my info board says I've got 2,000 miles of fuel remaining, I've got 2,000 miles of fuel remaining, which is more than enough to get to the top and back down again. I believe it is. Yeah, I think it is. Of this entire road. Because I understand fuel costs are pretty high when you get to the top of the road as well. Again, mimicking real life. Bit of engine braking, just keep the speed down a bit, stop it from running away. Not touching the throttle. This map does look good in winter. It's got the Piva winter mod as well, especially designed for this particular map mod. In fact, it won't run without it, I don't think, judging by some of the comments in the forum post. Details of the mod can be found in the video description as usual. Please do go and check it out. It's well worthy of a look and some support. I'll warn you though, the forum thread is something like, or just under 120 pages long. This map has been out for some time. In fact, the author of this, Hawk BS, he did the original version. I think it was he did the original version back in 18 Wheels of Steel when that came out as a 1:1 scale. So it's a pet love of his, I think, doing this road. Oh, I'm so tempted to try and overtake. I'm sure I've got the legs for it. It's just if those two up ahead it's not going to take much to encourage you to spin out on this road. And if I recall, later on, as you go further north, it's a raised road as well. There's quite a steep drop off either side. It's like a foot or a couple of feet drop from the road surface to the embankment. Embankment. I can talk. That's a little hasty, but yeah. When it's a long road, you want to make up some time. Unfortunately, the next pass, if it's going to be a next pass, will have to be a twofer. 2 in 1. That fuel truck's fallen quite far behind now, going up that slope. Got a bit of time. Oh, he decided to brake for me. There's a car coming, that's why. Well spotted, that man. I'm not going to abuse the speed limit too much. I think we cruise around 60. We've got no trucks in front of us to block the view now. Yeah, that's an excuse. We'll use it. Oh, bit of pop up there, come on. So I haven't prepared any facts about places we see on the route now. I did that last time round. There was some interesting stuff about the pump stations and some of the heated pipeline or heated Chatter something river. Ooh. Oh. Got my gears wrong there. Got my gears wrong. There's a rest stop. How far in are we? 15 odd minutes. So this rest stop is probably going to be nothing special. Oh, there you go. A slightly flatter bit of earth. You came around there quick. Wow. Into the open, look at that. Might be able to put cruise on. Oops, but Willow Creek. I'll try and, there we go, not abuse cruise too much. As I completely lose sight of the road, and I'm trying to change my settings. There we go. Oh man alive, there it is. So I don't think there's any good place to stop, any landmark, until we reach that pump station, which is a little way off yet. Hello, cars are overtaking that truck up there. Take off cruise. This ooh, road surface has changed. Very distinct rumbling noise. Kicking up lots of spray from the tyres now as well by the look of it. Yeah, okay, we've hit the snow. Right, pickup truck, are you going to overtake him? Because I can't do both of you. Not on a hill, certainly. Oh, now you decide to go at the most inconvenient point. And I'm going to have to sit behind him like a fool. Oh, thanks, truck. Oh, you see, I've got the ability to outpace this guy. My wheel's not slipping? No, my wheels aren't slipping. Oh, I could have made a good pace up there. Oh well. Who's behind me now? Everyone. That's the other thing I remember about this map, is if you do overtake somebody, you can get far enough away from them that when traffic catches you up again, it's not the same people. Even though it's a straight road with no turn-offs. I know we've had a couple of small turn-offs, but on the longer, straighter sections, the traffic can be different. And now this guy accelerates like he's a blooming Olympic sprinter. I think he's having a laugh. He's going to slow down again on the slope. I'm going to keep the momentum up. Make the pass. There's a Carlisle truck. not going to change up, not going to risk it. I'm just going to try and hold on to these revs. Let them come down slightly because we're over revving. And that's good enough. There we go. Yeah, there's going to be a big queue behind that tanker. Ooh, I can barely see over the nose. Going to let the speed creep up a little to give me some attack for the next hill. Yeah, that kind of worked, keeping a good pace. Oops, easy. Again, another jodder. Don't think there's anything I can do about that in post-process. Can't edit them out. Right, little convoy of 3 trucks coming up. Blind corner. I'm going to have to hold it out behind these guys. Hope they don't slow me down too much. Keeping an okay speed. On the police car, there's a surprise. I said before, police cars are very overrepresented on this map. It's a comment the mod author made, the very high percentage occurring. Washington Creek, and he's got brake lights on. Why has he got brake lights on? Mind you, I would have done for the retarder, I guess. So why didn't he have brake lights on? How did that guy keep his speed all the way down that hill without touching the brakes? Or the retarder? Engine brake, sorry. Olympus camera advert, okay. The leader of that group of 3 trucks has pulled away. He's got a bit more oomph on the slopes, hasn't he? But then the 2 in front of me, they're not slow to be fair. I guess we see what they're like when we get a steep hill. Oh, what's that sign? It was the back of a billboard the other direction. Dope. Sharp left turn at the bottom of a slope. Oh, he's slowing down quite a lot. Chance in my luck there. Chance in my luck. But that 3rd truck's disappeared into the distance, so he's definitely got a good pace. Let's have a little peek when that yellow car goes past. No, blind corner. Wait till we come around there and it straightens out. Let's go the other side, see if we can see around the corner. Look down past his right hand side. Oh, I've got a large bend coming up. Okay. Very large radius bend. Might be able to do his power out of it and get him on the exit. I've been playing too much Automobilista recently. I'm just sat here thinking about throttle and getting past him. Okay, so that's about 30 minutes. That's where I would consider cutting the episode off if we had somewhere to stop. We certainly don't at the moment. I could look at the map and get an idea. No, I don't like putting on the map mid-journey. Oh, holy moly. We're only there. Wow. Wow, so that's the first rest stop we passed. Wow, that is a bit fierce, isn't it? So, I mean, it's going to take another 15, 20 minutes just to get to there, that rest stop. Do you reckon? I might have to find a safe spot to pull up at the side of the road, have a brew, and we'll call the episode there, I think. There's no convenient place to to wait to park up. If I don't stop for a cup of tea every half hour or so, I get very grumpy indeed. We get any sort of straight. With enough gap at the side of the road for me to be able to pull off the road completely. I think we'll give it a go. Maybe there, for instance, because I don't want to do it on a downslope. I don't really want to do it at the crest of a hill either. Have the cars got enough room to pass? They have, haven't they? Okay. Yeah. Okay, we'll stop here. We'll get the camping stove out and we'll get a cuppa. That'll go down well. So there we go. Episode 2 of the Elliot and Dalton Highway. Or was it Dalton and Elliot? Elliot and Dalton, I think. So this time round we went from Fox and we've made it maybe... Zoom's a bit temperamental on this. Well, from Fox we've made it maybe halfway to pump station 7. Maybe slightly more. I think we'll make pump station 7 our goal for the next episode. But anyway, that's it for now. Hope you enjoyed that. You know what to do. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Please leave a comment. But until next time, take it easy. Happy trucking. I'll see you soon.